Nee, fang einfach an.
Improven.
Ja, Improvisation.
Improvisation. All right. Hello, everyone on the planet. This is... Okay, let's start over again.
Hello, everyone on the planet.
PB Random Ramble. Episode 15. They talk about food a lot, or something else maybe.
Okay. Hey, hello, this is Barani, and I have Brad here with me. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
That's awesome.
And you? People were missing you.
Oh, really?
Yes, everybody.
I had a great vacation time. Mostly in the sun outside and on my bike, or sitting in a lawn chair.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And now I'm back in Hamburg and back working and hopefully back to Let's Playing. I haven't been able to record anything or play anything really in the last 10 days except for a little DS, but more to that later. More on that.
Yeah, I spared your videos a little bit. Because I was recording myself a lot, so I thought, okay, if I just release your videos all the time, you won't have anything when you come back. So now you have a little buffer.
Yeah, 3 or 4 Ori videos, right?
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I had this period where I recorded a lot. And it started when I was sick for 2 weeks. And I was recording away all the time, and I had this buffer up to now, and now it's getting thin, slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had an idea for a start of the show this time. How are you? What do you think about a video game quiz?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
About which video game character do you represent? Are you like?
Oh, like me personally?
Yeah, the quiz will come to the bottom of the question. Get to the bottom.
Oh, which character am I like? Oh wow, that is tough. Is that part of the quiz now?
No, it's this will be the result telling you what video game character you resemble most.
I would have to say something now. Okay.
No. I wish I would have questions that can be answered wrongly and rightly, so I could do this. But I don't have that, so I won't use these sound effects. Sadly.
That's pity. Maybe next week we can implement a quiz.
Yeah, that would be cool. So, oh man, my windows are all not where they should be and too big or too small. Okay, so you're in the grocery store about to buy your favorite food. What is it? Is it ice cream? Dots? I don't know what dots are.
The hell are dots?
Apple? I know that isn't true. A candy bar, power bar, or chicken breasts, and then breasts, quote unquote. That's in the question. I'm not making that up.
I just found dots. Dots are little wine gummies, wine gummies.
Ah, like gummy bears.
Assorted fruit flavored gumdrops.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. My answer to the question. It's probably going to be chicken breast because I'm not a sweet tooth. So I'll probably buy chicken breasts. Almost puked a little in my mouth. You mentioned apple. That's gonna.
I see. I thought your answer would make you vomit almost. Although it's about your favorite food. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to choose chicken breast too because all the rest is not real food. It's more like candy.
Yeah, it's more like candy, yeah.
Second question. If someone walked up to you in a bar and punched you for no reason... Wait a minute. What would you do? You would freeze them? I don't know what that means. Freeze them. Ask them on a date because you like it rough? Stomp on their head? Shoot them or eat them?
That's a good question. Okay, to freeze them.
I feel freeze them would give you a 1 Sub-Zero point or something.
To stop functioning properly. Maybe it's to hold them down or something. Yeah. To immobilize.
Or it's just to put them in a block of ice like a video game character.
Yes, that could be like with my Sub-Zero breath, right? Yeah. So, what were the answers again?
If he punched you, what did you do? Freeze them, ask them on a date, stomp on their head, shoot them, or eat them?
I'd probably eat them.
Well, that's one Kirby point right there, probably. I'm going to choose freeze them. If I could do that, I would. That's what I would do.
But you would also kill them, right? If you freeze them?
It's a byproduct of the freezing, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you eat him, he's like gonna be gone and nobody knows.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, that's a better strategy, probably. But anyway, it's also gross to eat them.
Yeah, that's true.
Your favorite pickup line is, "Baby, I'm like Taco Bell. I'll spice you up. Nee, I'll spice up your night." Or, "See my friend over there? He wants to know if you think I'm cute." Or,
that is horrible.
yeah, that's really horrible. Or, "What's your name?" Or, "Do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk by again?" If I could rearrange the alphabet, I would put you and I together.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm choosing "What's your name?"
Yeah, me too.
because I hate all the pickup lines, I think.
Yes.
Okay, it's vacation time. Where are you going? Egypt, Antarctica, Vegas, baby, wherever everyone else is going, New York City, or outer space. Hey, if a member of NSYNC can do it, so can I.
Did a member of NSYNC go out into
I
outer
didn't know
space?
that, but apparently.
Well, if I could choose, I would really like to see Antarctica, but outer space. I mean, if you have the possibility to go to outer space, I would probably go to outer space.
Yeah.
So I'll choose that.
If just like you said, if I can choose out of these, there are multiple good answers, but the best one is probably outer space. Yeah. For me too.
Yeah, it's like a one in a lifetime thing.
Exactly. Okay, most of the famous video game characters are men, but some women video game know how to kick ass, but some woman video game know how to kick ass too. Some women in video games is probably what they wanted to write. Okay. Which gender makes for the best video game characters? I'm a man and I like male video game characters. I'm a woman and I like girl video game characters. I'm a man, but I think you can't beat a hot girl character in a video game. I'm a woman, but I prefer classic all-male video games. That's weird answers.
Weird answers.
Yeah, that's totally sexist.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, there are like woman video game characters. For example, like my favorite female video game character is actually Beyond Good and Evil. That woman.
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
Because I really liked her because she was like really savvy and she was kind of I don't know. She had all the qualities of like a really nice, good person.
I agree. She was an awesome protagonist.
Yeah,
but I think I actually always prefer video game female lead roles because I feel like I can. That sounds probably weird, but I can. I feel connected more to them than to the stereotypical male killing machine. So yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because like I could like name you a lot of male characters of video games that are like pricks. Right, yeah. That I really don't like, but I couldn't name you like a female character that I don't like a main protagonist.
Yeah, and I think most writers in video game who write female protagonists are probably better character writers. So I think that's the reason for that. You know, yeah. I think most studios that work with the male archetypes as protagonists don't really care about the characters that much.
Yeah,
it's a blanket statement that won't always hold true, but I think that's just a tendency.
Yeah, I kind of don't like the new Lara Croft.
Yeah.
I kind of don't like her. She's like really brutal. You know what I mean? It's like she's like an unbelievable like character to me. I don't know. I don't like her.
I think that's a marketing problem because you can't sell a game like this without a lot of murder. So
Yeah, a lot of violence.
and but at the same time, if you then want to make the character self-aware in that regard, like you did in the first, in the reboot, then it's gonna lead to like this weird dichotomy, like of a character that regrets like the killing of the deer so much that she almost cries, and then she kills like 100s of dudes later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know about that. I think you're right with your critique on that because it is weird, but I don't know if they could do it any differently.
Yeah, I remember there was like this debate of like Disney characters, the typical princess that has to be saved by like a male, and how they like changed that. For example, like the movie Frozen, right? The last big hit, I think, and she was a really awesome character. I think, like because I watched it a couple of times. She's like
a couple of times.
Yeah, I watched it a couple of times. I'm in love with that movie. No, but she's an awesome character because she's not the stereotypical like woman character, but she's just like you would imagine, like a normal young woman who's like confident, how she would react to like problems, right?
Yeah,
it's like perfect. For me, it was like perfect.
Who are you talking about, Elsa or her sister?
I think I'm talking about both.
Okay, yeah. I mean, both have these qualities. I think so too.
Yeah.
And one is like saving the other one, so there's no male saving the damsel in distress.
No.
But both again have to be princesses. I don't mean that's always
like
bad, but it's another cliche.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like that's like probably like marketing, right? Because all the small girls want to be princesses, so
they want to because of all these movies. But I mean
true.
I mean the movies is pretty good in that regard. I agree with you.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's as good as the people say.
No, I mean it's not like a
just
like
as a movie, not like in any kind of sexist or social way or whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's not the greatest movie ever made. That's true.
Yeah,
I mean it's for kids, right?
Yeah, my nieces love it to pieces. So
yeah. So back to the question. What was
you're a man and you prefer women or men as protagonists?
I don't prefer anything. I'll just go with woman.
Okay. So you have to dress up to go out. What are you wearing? Heavy metal armor? Pinstripe suit? Overalls? Tight, small clothing and a holstered gun? Wearing? Oops. These answers are written.
I'm gonna go with wearing oops.
So you're going out
because
nude.
Yeah, if I can.
Cool.
I would.
Well, if I could choose what I wear, I would I would probably wear overalls because they seem to be the most cozy of all.
Yeah, I heard they're very comfortable. Yeah. Aren't like pregnant women often wearing overalls because they're so comfortable?
I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. This is good.
And car mechanics, of course.
Yeah, that's true. You can jump very high and far with
overalls and
on.
Plumbers wear like overalls.
Yeah. So your arch enemy challenges you to a fight, and you bring as your weapon a huge sword. Who needs a weapon when you have killer looks? Or you bring your mouth.
The hell?
Yeah, I don't know. An ice ball, sniper rifle, or fireballs?
I'm going with the big sword. I was always a sucker for big swords in games.
Yes, I'm going with my arch enemy. I'm going with fireballs. Okay. If you were a donut, what kind would you be? Chocolate, chocolate frosted, lemon filled, sugar donut, old fashioned, or jelly? I would be sugar.
I'll go with old fashioned. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
That's just probably like a plain donut, right? Without anything.
Okay, well, that sounds good too. Okay, your main mode of transportation is teleport, running, helicopter, van, rolling, or ice skating.
Oh, helicopter.
Yeah, that's true in Arma.
Yeah, that's my
Well,
favorite.
mine would be if I could choose and it would not make me. Well, teleport. Yeah, teleport. You've won the lottery. Your first big purchase is a motorcycle, guns, new guns, lots of guns, candy, lots of candy, the Hooters franchise, or a lifetime supply of ice pops.
I'm going with the Hooters franchise.
Okay, I'm going with a lifetime supply of ice pops. Sounds awesome. That's like
Alright.
ice and sugary ice drinks, right?
I don't know, ice pops? Yeah, probably. Or are these those
Like a soda, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. Ice pops. Oh yeah, ice pops are like Wassereis.
Oh, well, that's awesome too, yeah. Well, that's a good choice. Oh, okay. You decide to get a pet. What is it? A bulldog, a penguin, Siamese cat, turtle, scorpion, or an adorable puppy?
Well, I always had the idea of having this pet turtle, like that lives like in the apartment, and you can just crawl everywhere, and and sometimes you're just sitting there, and then it comes out and like walks by you like really slowly, with like a piece of lettuce in his mouth,
That's awesome.
going back to his crib. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the pet turtle.
That's cool. That's a cool
Yeah.
idea, actually.
That
I'm
would be
going to
awesome.
choose the cat, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Your friend wants to buy you a drink. What do you order? Frozen daiquiri, Jack and Coke, Scotch, straight up, dry martini, and 4 more for my date, please. Beer or wine?
Well, if you would like buy me a drink, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would probably go for. I don't know. I would probably choose something that is the cheapest for you, right? So because I don't like people that spend money for me, so I would go for the beer.
Yeah, I would go for beer or Scotch. But I think beer was my first impulse too, so I'm going to choose that.
It's like if you go drinking here, like if you want some Scotch, you pay like €7, and if you want a beer, you pay like $2.50.
Yeah, exactly.
So I wouldn't want to put that burden on anybody.
Yeah.
It's like so funny when you're like, I have this girlfriend, like a friend from my girlfriend, and she really likes to ask people if they could buy her drinks, right? It's something I hate, by the way, like women who leech off drinks of guys.
Yeah, it's weird.
I really don't like that, but she's like that, right? And we were at the Freundlich und Kompetent. I don't know if you remember that. That was like a bar close to here,
Yeah.
where I live.
I remember that bar.
And we were there, and I was like, okay, we were like 4 people, and I was like, okay, I'm going to buy the first round, right? And if you say I'm going to buy the first round, like everybody's like, okay, we're going to take a beer because we don't want to be a burden, right? But she was like, oh no, I will have this Prosecco cocktail for like €8.
Yeah. And
yeah.
did she ever buy a round too, at all?
No.
No. But everyone had to buy her an €8 drink.
Yeah, and of course,
Wow.
I remember like half a year ago, we were there again. We were only 3 people, and it was something like we were all drinking, right? And because we knew the guys that worked there, they were like, okay, you can pay like before you leave. So, and Me and my girlfriend, we paid for everything, but I forgot to pay for one beer, right? Which was like €3 or something, and she was still there, right? And she was staying there, and she had to pay for that €3 for my beer, and she got so pissed the next day that she had to pay for that beer that I forgot to pay. Yeah, she got really pissed about that.
That girl that wanted an
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is wrong with her perception
She
of
is.
life?
Yeah.
That is super weird.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Sorry.
No problem. I like these short intermissions. Your room is currently so messy I can't even see my bed. Sort of cluttered, but I can still find my underwear when necessary. Perfectly neat and clean. Clean minus the clothes strewn on the floor from last night. Wink, wink. Or I'm not sure, but I think my mom cleaned it for me today.
Oh, it's gonna be the second to last. It's like clean, but there's like clothes laying around. Not with the last night wink wink, but
yeah, that's the same with me right now.
Yeah. Wow. When I fed your cats last Thursday, right? Your apartment was clean as crap, man. It was like you could eat off the floor.
Yeah, that's what the cats do most of the time, which is why we keep it clean. No, honestly, when we got cats, my cleaning doubled because.
Yeah, because they put everything in their mouth, right?
Yes, first of all that, and also they just take everything off the floor with their paws, and then they clean their paws with their tongue.
Yeah.
And they also make a lot of they lose so much hair and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a new living room table?
No, we got a new, like, what is it called, the plate that you put on top of.
Oh, okay. Because I've never seen that before. I was like, wow, that looks cool. It's like stone or something, right?
Yeah, it's a huge ass stone living room table plate, but without the table, really the feet, the legs.
Okay, you just put it on the old one, or?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll find a better solution for that some.
Oh, but it looks fine.
Yeah, but it's not really safe, I think, at this point.
It's not stable.
Yeah, you shouldn't like bump into it or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch my feet the next time.
Yeah.
Like just sitting watching a movie and somebody bumps into the table, get this 500-kilogram marble plate.
It's really heavy. It's about, I don't know, but it's so heavy that I had trouble lifting it onto the old what is it called? Table. Onto the old table, like myself. I barely could do it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, 50 kilos more? I don't know.
Yeah, probably like a little more, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're like a strong guy. You can probably lift your body weight, right? So
I don't know. I'm not doing that like with weights. So I'm not going to a gym or anything. So I don't know what I could lift. But yes, I'm strong, of course.
Yeah.
So video game characters are eternal, but we aren't. How much life do you have left? And now it's I should put in your birth date, which is Do you want to give me month and day? I know the year.
Well, I can.
Or don't you wanna?
Well, I can.
Or
write
give it to me
you.
and yeah, write it to me. Cool.
The secrecy.
Very cool. I can't remember birth dates.
I can't remember. I know my own. I don't even know my girlfriend's or my mom's or anybody.
Same with me. It's a shame.
Yeah, I don't really care. It's just it gets awkward when the birthday's coming up.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, would you go back to school to get smarter? The answer for you is obviously
yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. Not anymore. I wouldn't go back to school now, but I did. Yeah.
Oh man, an ad just opened, and I thought the whole thing would be gone, but
would have to do it all over again.
Yeah. So I'm going with no, because right now I wouldn't, but maybe I will at some point. Okay, continue. Yeah. What video game character are you? Progress. Generating your results. Takes like 10 more seconds. I don't know why.
It's a very sophisticated process.
Yeah, I think there should actually be some ads here right now which aren't opening up because of
Yes,
ad blocker.
it's probably like when you do the quiz and then this thing pops up and it's like, okay, if you put in your address and name here, we will give you your evaluation of your video game character.
Yeah. So do you want to know who you are?
Yes.
You're Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh, that is awesome.
You are a smarmy perv. All you want to do is hook up with hot chicks, but they are never interested in you.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm the Master Chief.
Oh, that is awesome.
Stoic and proud, you work well with the team, but are better on your own. You love technology and exotic locales, but often are left to your own devices. Keep the helmet on, you look cooler.
Yeah.
I don't know
Master
what that
Chief,
means.
Man, that is pretty badass, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little... there weren't so many questions about perviness.
Yeah, I have the feeling maybe it's random. Like, I mean...
Probably. Yeah.
It's like it just picks one of the questions and looks at the answer and just picks a video game character.
Yeah, that could be.
I don't know. There were like 2 questions about perviness, right? It was like, wink, wink, you're clothed on the floor.
Oh, yeah. And then I'm a guy and I like hot chicks, so...
Oh, and the Hooters franchise.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I am a perv.
Yeah, but 2 of these 3 questions you would have answered in the same way, but without the pervy like innuendo. So
yeah, that's true. And I would only buy the Hooters franchise because I've heard their onion rings and burgers are really good.
Okay.
It's not because of the women that work there.
Yeah, of course. Man, I brought like a dozen or 2 handful, no 3, maybe 4 handful of great fresh onions out of the garden of my mother. With me to Hamburg, and they taste great.
Oh, I was making some onions yesterday, right? And I was thinking about onions, like cooking onions, and there's like when you have onions and they are still like a little too raw when you cook them, right? I hate that.
That's not good.
And what I hate too, it's not that I hate it, but I hate it for like most of the meals that you need onions for, is when you leave them in too long and they get really sweet.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I like that for certain, like when I have like a steak or something, right? And you put like sweet onions on top or like really cooked through onions, it's really nice. But for like something else, like a sauce with mushrooms or something, like sweet onions kind of suck. So it's like a thing. They have to be like really, I don't know how you say it in English. It's like when they get like translucent, right? That's like the perfect.
It's really hard to get that stage.
Yeah.
But then if you, for example, take bacon.
Yeah.
And like you have like a big piece of the pig belly, not these pre-cut super thin slices, exactly.
Yeah.
You can make like bigger pieces of bacon and put them in a pan with a bunch of onion together, and then let it simmer on like just more or less middle temperature for half an hour.
Yeah.
It tastes so good, and it's like they are overly done and they get like a little dark and almost black, but they're not burnt.
Well, that's like an awesome combination. Like the awesome savory bacon and the slightly sweet onions. That's pretty awesome.
Exactly. Just the onions, they would taste differently without the bacon in the pan, and they probably wouldn't work at all, like in many other combinations.
Yeah.
So, and Röstzwiebeln, what are they called? Like grilled onion?
What we put on hot dogs here.
Yeah, they are crunchy.
Aren't they like fried or like deep fried because they're so fat?
I think they can be, but
if you buy them,
what you have to do, I think, is get like a breading on it.
Oh, it's like starch or something.
Yeah, it's starch or it's flour. Yeah,
it
or maybe
here,
both sometimes, and maybe even egg. I don't know.
Well, it could be.
I tried to do that, and they didn't really. They weren't that great, so I didn't do it again because it's kind of time consuming. It takes a lot of time. Takes like I don't know, half an hour to an hour or something, if I remember correctly.
Oh wow, okay.
And you have to like stir them all the time.
And so you have to be there and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I really like is I've been eating a lot of sweet potatoes lately, and I make like oven baked sweet potato fries.
Oh.
And you put like I put like cornstarch with it, right? So you just take like one sweet potato, you put like a tablespoon of oil, right? Mix it up so they're like coated in oil, and then you mix them because they don't get really crunchy. Because when you try to make them crunchy, they turn black very, very quickly, and it tastes bitter, right? So you have to put like a coating on there. And if you take like a little bit of starch, I think it's probably the same as with onions. You put like a little starch on it, and they get more crunchy. It's really awesome.
Yeah, I actually do that with tofu.
Oh, okay.
That works probably exactly the same. It's awesome. You can like just take tofu, cut it into like small cubes, put it in a bag, and get some starch and throw it in there, and just shake until everything is covered with starch. And then you put it on a hot pan, and it's getting crunchy. It's awesome.
Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah.
It's like my number one meat replacement thing if I don't want to eat meat.
Yeah, the thing is with like making stuff in a pan, because like I'm on a diet right now, right? So if I cook something with a breading, like flour or what do you call that? The little breadcrumbs.
Breading. I don't know.
They soak up oil like really quick, right?
That's true.
So you have to use more oil in the pan.
That's true.
And
that's not good for your diet.
No, oil it's ridiculous how much calories you have. If you cook like
all oil types? Okay.
Yeah. If you cook like two small chicken breasts, right? You have like 200 grams of chicken breast, and they have about 220 calories, right? When you put like a teaspoon and a half in there,
like with how much grams of chicken meat do you have the 200 calories?
It's like you have 200 grams of chicken meat. It's almost 1-to-1.
Okay.
The ratio.
That's super little.
Yeah, it is. It's great. It's really awesome. And but if you add oil to just cook it in the damn pan, like 1 teaspoon of oil has almost 100 calories.
So how do you go about preparing your chicken meat or something like that?
I just take a little. I have this little plastic brush. And I put it in a little oil, right? And then I put it all over, like in a thin coating in the pan. Okay. And it's not very much. It's like 1/4 teaspoon or something, and you can coat everything, and then you just. But I don't make any stuff with breading because it just wouldn't taste good because I would have to use. Yeah.
I see. Well, okay. That's good to know, actually, that oil has so many calories.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
I feel like with the years of cooking and eating and like trying to live healthy a little at least, I learn how much calories certain things are, but some things I still don't know. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't calculate my caloric intake per day.
Yeah.
But I would like to actually.
Yeah, I started doing it, and it's awesome. It's awesome because you get really conscious. What you're eating, like some stuff. For example, I used to like if I make a sandwich, right? I used to put like normal like meat on there, like a little butter, right, and then meat, and then maybe a little mayonnaise, depending on the meat I put on there.
No cheese?
It's just what? Excuse me?
No cheese?
Yeah, and like a slice of cheese, right? And it's like ridiculous how much calories cheese, mayonnaise, and butter has.
Yeah,
it's like 3 times as much as the rest.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. So now when I eat a sandwich, I don't have any butter on it, no mayonnaise, and
no cheese.
No cheese.
Wow, no cheese.
Yeah, I stopped eating cheese completely.
I don't know why the shopkeeper was mad at me, but he was. Anyway, you stopped eating cheese completely. You're going insane, apparently.
Yeah. Well, it's like if you're like on 1,500 calories a day, you have to get full, right? So you have to eat stuff that it's a lot of mass without that much calories. So if I start eating cheese, I'll probably be hungry at the end of the day and start eating crap.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
You have to make the best out of the little calories you have. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but we could talk about something else now.
We could talk about video games.
Yeah, I want to talk about my little recording mishap yesterday because I've never had another recording failure since I recorded Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines and those black screens.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, and it's like the most absurd recording error I've ever had. So I was recording Ark yesterday, the second episode. And Shadowplay.
I liked the first episode, by the way.
Yeah, oh man, the second episode was really awesome. A lot of really cool stuff happened in the second episode, which I already uploaded. I just have to do the meta tagging.
Cool.
But I was recording, and Shadowplay it splits the files every 4 gigabyte, right? And I don't care about that. Normally, I just like add them, into Premiere, and then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But this time, I was finished recording. I looked at my sound file, and it was exactly 59 minutes. I recorded for 1 hour. And I looked at my video files, and there were 5 files, right? The first 3 files were 15 minutes each. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And then the 4th file was 57 minutes.
Okay.
And I was
What happened?
I recorded for 1 hour. How can that one part be 57 minutes? So I put it all into Premiere, and everything worked kind of fine. And then I went to the part that was 57 minutes, and it was completely running in slow motion.
Okay.
It was just like
weird.
Yeah. So I was like really pissed about that yesterday. So I was like, okay, it's running in slow motion. What can I do? Okay, I'll just like speed up the part. So I was like going, okay, I'll just make the speed 200% and see how it goes, because it's desyncing from the voice, right? That really sucks. So I have to put it at the right speed so it syncs up with my voice again.
Yeah.
So I went to like 200%, and that was too slow, and then 300%, that was too slow, and I ended up somewhere at like 368%. But then I noticed that the voice kept desyncing again later at that part. So the slow motion was not consistent.
Okay, that's pain in the ass.
That is a pain in the ass. So I was like, okay, and the part was really awesome, like a lot of really cool stuff happened there. And I was like, oh damn, now I recorded, I got all these awesome things on camera, and now it's totally ruined. I have to do it again. But then I was like, well, I'm gonna try to play the part with the media player. So not the VLC, whatever you call it, the video LAN, whatever. And I put it in there, and it was not running in slow motion.
So you played it with the Windows Media Player, or with the Video LAN player?
Yeah, with the Video LAN.
Okay, and that worked.
It worked. It was not in slow motion. What happened was, at one part in the video, the frame froze, got stuck, and that went on for 40 minutes. Where there was it was stuck in a frame, and then afterwards it started running normal again.
Okay.
Really weird.
That's super weird, yeah.
Yeah. So what I did was I put the VLC into full screen and recorded the whole part of the desktop.
Okay, yeah. That's a great idea, by the way.
And it worked. Yeah, and it works perfectly.
I think I wouldn't have thought of that. Although it's so clever.
Yeah, I tried to fix the speed in Premiere for like 3 hours, so it took quite a time before I got to that solution. But now it works. But I don't know what happened there. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's super weird. Sounds really weird.
Yeah, it seemed like
Shadowplay never happened before or after.
No, I think the problem is with Ark is that when I play, it only runs at, I don't know, like maximum 30 frames. Like that's the maximum. But I recorded 60 frames. And maybe there are like hiccups happening there.
I see, okay.
Yeah, so I have to I'll look into that.
So what does the whole recording software do when you record at 60 frames but the video stutters and goes down and stuff? Does it give you an output file with 60 frames constant, although they are not really filled?
Well, the information says it's 60 frames, like the video information.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But it's weird because when I record with Shadowplay, it's like it doesn't add frames or it doesn't like skip frames. It's just exactly like how I played.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know, when I try Arma, for example, and I can't get like 60 frames in Arma, I tried with Fraps, you know, so I have the FPS counter.
Yeah.
And then I recorded with Shadowplay, and I was like at 44 frames and recorded at 60 frames, but it was just like the video itself at the end was just 44 frames, but the information said 60 frames.
Okay, I see.
I don't know how that works. I have no clue.
All that confuses me a little.
Yeah.
Because, for example, Terraria, I tried to record at 60 frames, and sometimes it just wouldn't run on 60 frames all the time. Why is another big question that I have with that game, but doesn't really matter.
Yeah, there's some like really weird things. There was this, what was it? Oh my god, what game was that? Where I thought that was like, oh, it is Terraria.
Uh-huh.
There is like this trick in Terraria when you play single player, and it's really fucked up because Terraria limits your frames to a certain frame amount.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. And if you build, for example, some of these AFK traps, right? I built some of the AFK traps on the server now, so if you want to check them out, it's basically monsters like teleport into a pool of lava, and you can just stand there and collect loot. And what people do is they turn off the frame limiting of Terraria, and the game speeds up to like 10 times the speed, and then it just, you know, you can collect stuff really fast.
Loot. Oh, I see. That's a little cheaty.
Yeah, and it's the same with the I think the Nintendo emulators, right, or the PlayStation emulators, because they limit your frames too. And if you turn that off, the game goes into Super Saiyan mode.
Yeah, I think that's right.
But I don't know how that works. I have no clue.
Huh. Maybe
Sunisha knows because he's like into like that kind of stuff, isn't he?
I don't know. I think he knows so much. He probably knows that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have the opinion. I have. Sometimes I think he knows everything. Ah! Fucking spider. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I was doing so well, and then the huge ass spider ambushed me. Oh, come on! I'm just okay. Anyways.
Yeah, I have another.
Second. Do you want to talk more about Ark as a game itself?
Oh, I can.
If you want to.
Ark. Well, you will see in the second part, because I mean, I saw a lot of the game, and Chad I think bought it, and then it didn't really run well. But then he started it again, and I was like Skyping with Jesse, and I was like, okay, Chad is playing Ark. Okay, I'm going to check out Ark, and then I bought it. So I don't know. It's I like yesterday the second part that I recorded is it's probably like the game mechanic of like taming dinosaurs, right? And what you can do with that. I don't want to spoil anything now because, you know, it's my second part.
Yeah, I want to see it.
It's like a game mechanic that I have never seen before in a game yet.
Cool.
It's like, of course, like in other games, I don't know, World of Warcraft, you can like tame your animal and it fights for you, but it's very limited. It's like on the side, and the taming of dinosaurs in Ark seems to be like the central game mechanic.
Oh, okay.
And you have so many options, and it's so fun. And I don't know, you will see it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more of that.
That sounds very cool. A new game mechanic implemented in an innovative way is always really cool.
Yeah.
And very rare.
Yeah, that is very, very rare. Yeah. And I mean, later on, you can like tame flying dinosaurs. You can actually ride them and fly around and stuff like that. Yeah.
So how is content in this game? Is it alpha stage lackluster, or is there much to discover and play around with? And
to be honest, I don't know. I mean, like for what I'm doing right now, there's of course a lot of content because I have so much stuff that I have to do now or that I can do in the next parts. I don't know how it is with like end game.
How much does it cost?
I bought it for $23.
Okay.
But if you buy it on Steam, I think it's 27 or 28.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know. It's like when you play multiplayer, there's this really fun mechanic that I have not seen in a game yet, but it's like only in multiplayer. When you log off, right, your body doesn't disappear from the world. It sleeps. So you have like
cool.
sleeping bags and beds, and you can go there and then log off, right?
Yeah.
And then other people can actually kidnap you. They can
wow.
like take your body, like build a prison and put you in the prison, and they can actually force feed you. So basically, they can actually like kidnap you and never let you out again. If they want to.
I don't know if that's really good to implement in a video game, because that like enforces these bullying situations, but
yeah,
it's really funny in a way too.
It is really funny, yeah. And I mean, when you're offline, people can like kill you, they can kill your dinosaurs, they can take your loot, like everything. I mean, that's on PvP servers. You can like play on PvE servers too.
Okay.
If you want to, where that doesn't. But I thought the thing was funny. They can actually you like defecate in the game, right? You everybody defecates, the dinosaurs, and you defecate.
Just like in real life.
Just like in real life, and you can actually pick up the crap, and you can actually force feed that to people and poison them so they die. Yeah.
Just like in real life.
Just like in real life, yeah.
Wow.
That
is dark.
That is dark, but
it's almost some human centipede action.
Yeah, I've heard stuff of like I can craft like a blood syringe now, and you can actually like kidnap people and then just have them as like a blood donor all the time. You just like knock them unconscious, right, and then take their blood.
Wow, does that give you like health points?
I don't know. I mean, you get injured, you can like break your bones or bleed. You know, maybe you need like a fresh blood package, whatever.
Wow. I saw you punching a tree in the beginning and hurting yourself in the process.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah.
Yeah, thought so too.
Yeah. I don't know. The atmosphere in the game is awesome. Like it doesn't really, you can't really like experience it while watching a Let's Play. But I remember like the first time I logged in, and I had the settings on normal, right? And you have like a fast day and a fast night cycle. So you have like a short amount of time to actually get your shit together in the first day. And then when the night comes, like it's really dark. You don't know what's going on around you. If they're like bad dinosaurs, the lighting is really cool. Like if you manage to build a fire, it's really like, and then it starts raining or something. It's really like when you're out in the woods now and there's like danger all around you and you don't know what to do. You're afraid to go somewhere because, I mean, if you die, you lose all your stuff. And if you don't make it to your body in like 5 minutes, it's all gone.
I see, yeah.
So, you know, you have this sense of
urgency. Danger.
Yeah, of urgency, of danger, yeah. Of,
vulnerable.
You know, yeah, you have to be careful. Right? It's not like, okay, what if I die? It doesn't matter. Yeah, I really like it so far.
It sounds very good. I saw that optimization is atrocious.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of, I mean, you have state-of-the-art, modern, super modern gaming machine, but still can't record with settings on high. So that says a lot, I think. You have a GTX 970, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and Chad, for example, he can't really play with anything other than on low settings, right?
Yeah, I think he plays on the low settings, and he said he only has 14 frames.
Yeah, so yeah, that's something you should keep in mind when thinking about buying this game.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I think Jesse was making fun of it before I bought it because he was like, well, PewDiePie did something in the game. I don't know. He played it and did a video, and he only has like 25 frames, and he has like, a probably really, really good computer.
Yeah, you would think so. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Jesse said a lot of stuff about that in chat. I can't really remember everything, but he was like, well, it's like the new Unreal Engine, right? So basically, like a lot of people can make stuff with that, but not everybody can really optimize it, right?
Yeah,
because
you can work on it without paying anything on the new version. Is that right?
I don't know. Is that so?
So if you cross a certain threshold in terms of sold copies and money you made from the game, you then have to give a percentage to the Unreal people. And other than that, I think you can basically do whatever you want with the engine and just play around and build a game.
Yeah, and that's a little what it seems like. I mean, if you read the developer fag, they're saying like, okay, they have worked in the industry on the Uncharted series and stuff like that, and so I have like, I don't know, I trust them. And Chad said that the optimization got a lot better, like since like last month or something.
Okay.
So I don't know. I have hopes.
Yeah, maybe they'll turn this around. I mean, it looks really gorgeous on medium settings.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah, it looks great. Looks okay. It feels really nice, except I said that to Jesse too. The animations look pretty horrible.
Doesn't really come across.
Well, maybe you'll see that in the next part. I don't know. But it's okay. It doesn't bother me that much.
Okay. Well, I'm going to watch your part later on in the day, probably.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It's great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
I bought another game.
Oh, tell me about it.
I bought Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. No, Sins of the First Scholar.
Is that the new version of Dark Souls 2?
Yeah, that's like the remake with the different enemy placing and the DirectX 11 and better lighting and
cool.
stuff. And I played quite a lot. I played like 10 hours. Let me see. I played a lot. I played like Witcher for another 10, 15 hours while you're gone. How much should I invest in this? 10 hours. No, not 10 hours. 10 hours, yes. And that game is like wrecking me. It's so bad.
Is it so hard? Yeah.
It's so hard. I played for 10 hours. I haven't beaten a boss yet. Not one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But you were a little in, right? When you first started to play the original version of the game?
Yeah, in the first game, I beat like the first 3 or 4 bosses.
Oh, in the first game, you mean the Demon Souls?
Oh, no, I mean Dark Souls 2, like the original version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I beat like, I don't know, 3, 4 bosses. 4, like the Pursuer and the Giant of the Fallen Forest, whatever, and the 2 dragon guys. And it was okay, but now I don't know what they did. It's so weird. Like the enemy placement, like in the original game, sometimes you had like the smallest enemies, right? Mm-hmm. in an area, and now they put like the smallest enemies in an area with like big guys too.
Oh wow, okay.
And that really messes me up.
Okay, yeah, I see. Sounds terrible.
Yeah, but I still had fun. I started like going into the first part of the first area and just like farming low-level mobs, right, to get some souls and to level up my weapons. And now it's going better and better. But I still die a lot, like a lot.
I'm looking forward to maybe seeing you play this game at some point when you're better than now.
Yeah, that was actually my plan before I started Ark. I was like, okay, I'm going to like finish one area in Dark Souls, and then like create a new character and then do like a let's play character, and then cool. play that part, because I mean it's going to be hard and boring for me to record like 6 hours of me dying at the same mob the whole time and then editing.
Yeah, probably.
So I just want to get a little better with the parts, and then maybe incorporate a little lore, right? Because I've been listening to all these podcasts. And
oh yeah, you're an expert on that.
yeah, so I can like put a little more of that in there.
I bet that's been not really heavily done on YouTube. Something like a playthrough completely basing on like putting lore in the center, or
Yeah, there's one guy, and I really love his stuff. His name is Epic Name Bro. He's he's awesome. Like, he's awesome because of a lot of stuff. One is he has like a heavy Southern accent. I think he's from Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually goes to Japan quite often, and he writes the official guides for Dark Souls and Demon Souls. And he knows like everything about the lore, and he's like a really good player. And he did the one Let's Play of Bloodborne, right? The last one that only came out for PS4.
Mm-hmm.
And he did that. He did like complete lore and game mechanics and secrets playthrough. And he's doing one right now of Dark Souls 1, which I started watching, which is really good. It's a really good Let's Play.
Oh, cool. Maybe I'll watch that.
Yeah, you should watch that. He's really good. He's a good player. He has an awesome voice, and he knows his crap.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds perfect. Epic Name Bro doesn't sound like a great name though.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but
that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So,
but if I have to give another shout out because he's giving me shout outs all the time, but he's probably not going to listen to this. But if you want to watch a playthrough of Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2, where you get like all the secrets of the game, right, and how you do stuff and how you can like fight certain enemies and stuff, you should watch Blue Lizard Jello's Let's Plays.
Oh yeah.
That's like the first Dark Souls 2 Let's Play I watched, and it was really fun. He does this series called Everything You Can Do in Dark Souls 2 Without Fighting a Boss.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And he goes...
How does he give you shoutouts?
Oh, he's awesome. Because I started watching him because of Dark Souls, right? And I started posting comments on his videos, and he started writing me back like instantly, because he's like a really, really nice guy.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. I've seen one video where he just talks about his current situation, why he has not so much time and about private stuff. He seems like the nicest guy.
Yeah, he is the nicest guy. And then I was like, he streams sometimes, like once a week or something. And I went on his stream, just, the email come up, like Lizard Jello's on Twitch. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to hop in and see what he's doing. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, I got in the chat and I was like, hey, Blue, right? And then he instantly responded, but he didn't respond. He didn't respond, just respond. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't know what I was going to say, but
good sentence.
Yeah, and but he was like, "Hey guys, this is Pred and Barani. Watch their channel. Pred, post your link. Guys, go on there and subscribe and watch stuff." Cool. So it was like really, really nice. So he's basically doing the same stuff that was our intention with the Card Network. Just helping people because they're nice. Yeah.
Sounds great. I didn't know that he even had us on the radar in some form.
Yeah, and then he started this new series now. It's called like BlueTube. He does that once a week where he gives...
Good name, by the way.
Yeah, BlueTube, yeah. Where he gives like shout outs to channels, like 2 or 3.
Cool.
He started doing that he said like to give back to the community. And he asked me, he was like, Pred, you can like write me and I will give you a shout out on the thing. Right? Cool. But but I said, I wrote him a message. I was like, I told him that he should feature Jesse's videos and not ours.
Oh, that is cool of you.
Yeah, so I guess he's I like
that you did that, actually.
Yeah, well, I mean, the series is going to be going on, like his series, right? So, I mean, we still have the opportunity, like next or like in 3 weeks or 2 months, to get our videos
Yeah.
Like featured. But I was like, okay, Jesse deserves it.
I think so too.
Yeah, so I just gave him like my favorite video links of Jesse's stuff and told him here would be really cool if you feature that. So maybe Friday Jesse's going to be featured. But
Awesome.
but it's his choice in the end.
That makes me
I
so
don't know.
happy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
both of you, Blue, and you go out of your way to feature someone else.
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I didn't really go out of my way. I just wrote a message, so...
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, did I tell you? Sorry, I talk a lot today.
I like that a lot.
Have you heard about the transatlantic movie night?
No. What is
You
that?
haven't. Well, I was like,
Is that? Oh, I can imagine what it is. Please elaborate. Awesome.
well, yeah, I don't know. Like last week, I was like, hey guys, we should really watch a movie together online.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know how you just like you get into Skype and then go on Netflix and choose a movie and then you press like play at the same time and then you just hang out in Skype and talk about the movie.
Yeah.
And we actually did that, me and Chad and Heather,
Oh, cool.
on Saturday at night at 11 p.m. here and at 5 p.m. there.
Awesome.
Yeah, and Jesse wanted to join, but he, I don't know, woke up his girlfriend and then he had to go on Skype with her or something, so he couldn't join.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And yeah, we watched Melancholia,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Lars von Trier.
Yeah, that was my choice. They actually chose a movie for our next movie night, which was like Goodbye America or something. I remember.
Topical.
But we had a lot of fun. It was a lot better than I expected, because like normally, or what I thought was okay, it's going to be pretty awkward and we're going to breathe loud and it's. People are gonna, some people are gonna be like serious and really watch the movie, and some people are gonna like make fun of it all the time. But we were definitely we had a good chemistry. We were on the same wavelength,
Cool.
and we laughed a lot and talked about the movie. It was really good.
I'm gonna be part of that next time.
Yeah, definitely.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Maybe I can even bring my girlfriend to join.
Yes, of course. Yeah,
We
and
can
maybe
just put one microphone in front of both of us, and both of us get a pair of headphones.
Yeah. Maybe Jesse has time, and I don't know. The thing is, Sunisha, he doesn't like us to stay up that late, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we have to like find a. I don't even know if he has Netflix or can get Netflix.
Yeah, that's the question. I don't know Cyprus, how Cyprus does that. Doing that.
Yeah.
Oh no, I almost killed myself again.
Yeah, but it was definitely fun. We had a good time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think that sounds great. So when did you do that last time?
Saturday.
Okay. I hate this game sometimes. It went so well again.
Yeah. While you're like dying now, we can just put some pressure on him a little bit.
Yeah. If he listens to this. She probably doesn't.
Probably not. There was this really funny thing in our stats. One of your God Hand videos, the second one, Triumvirate of Terror. I don't know how you pronounce that in English. It's getting a shitload of views suddenly from like Indonesia, Indonesia, Brazil, Morocco, Malaysia. I don't know.
You don't know why?
I don't know why.
That is super weird.
It's gotten 534 views overall.
Huh. That's a lot in comparison to the others. I don't get it. I don't know what could be in there.
Well, it says like everybody found it over from the YouTube search. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
What kind of search words?
The most of the search were God Hand 2 PS3 trailer.
Okay.
God Hand PS3, God Hand PS3.
Because I probably put all of that in the tags because it's in. I don't know. I didn't put God Hand 2 in the tags, but.
No, maybe because
PS2.
your title is God Hand number 2. That's probably.
Oh yeah.
Why people are.
Oh.
Well, it's really funny though. And you know what I did? Did I do that for you video? I think I did.
What?
No, I didn't. I wanted to. Yeah, we have like some videos that get like a lot more views than other ones, like in a series, right? I have that with Fallout 2, and we have it with Catherine.
Yeah.
And now with God Hand. So what I thought was, and I did that for some videos, was put playlist links on those videos.
Oh yeah.
Right? Because a lot of people, maybe they didn't want to, watch this, but if they want to, they can just press the playlist link and.
As an annotation, or.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I did that with like
didn't I do that in the first God Hand videos anyway? Maybe I did that.
You did it in the first one, but not in the second one.
Okay, then I got lazy very quickly. Good intentions in the beginning, and then betrayed by my own laziness.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
I hate that. All that metadata tagging and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see what do you think of my ARC thumbnail? Isn't it pretty?
I did not even pay any attention to it.
Oh my god, it's the first time I spent more than 2 minutes on a thumbnail.
Okay, let me have a look.
Chad said it was too dark on the edges, but I just didn't care enough to change it.
I'm almost there. Okay. Okay, wow, it's really pretty.
Thank you.
I like it a lot. I don't know. Yeah. I like it a lot. It's great. It's great. I have no negative feedback to give you there. I like the dark edges. It makes like a little framey frame.
Yeah. I just, I just thought to make it a little more, to look like somebody put a little more work in than like my Fallout thumbnails, for example.
Yeah.
Because yours look good. I really like that font. Where did you get that font? Did you send it to me? Like I think
I sent it to you. Yeah,
it's somewhere in the email, right? Yeah.
I sent it to you once. I don't know if per email or anything else, or just as a chat message, a link to the download. Maybe. Yeah. It's a free font, and it's really, I don't know. I don't put much time into the thumbnails. I just use the font and put it somewhere. And then it's finished.
The font makes it pretty unique, I think.
Yeah, but it's not good thumbnails most of the time. But it's so much better than what we did in the beginning, so I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm putting some effort in the stuff that I didn't put any effort in the beginning, so I'm absolutely content with that.
Yeah.
If by any miracle chance there should be a point where we make money with this channel, which I really don't aspire to actually, but
oh, I forgot to tell you.
Then maybe we can do something like that, like putting more time into thumbnails.
When we reached the €10 mark, right, on our AdSense thing, you get sent a letter with like a special code to verify your account. And it's really funny. I don't know, did I keep it? It's probably laying around somewhere here. It's actually a letter from California. Wow. And it took about, I don't know, I knew when they send it, and it must have taken like 8 weeks to arrive. And it gives you a code, and then you can verify your account. And when we reach the €70 threshold, we can actually make them pay us.
Oh wow,
isn't that awesome? But I really thought it was really awesome to get that letter from Google.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think that is kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree. That's cool.
Like, that went around half the world.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah.
So we can only pay out when we have €70.
When we have €70, yeah.
Are we just going to save up money until we have enough for 2 VR headsets for both of us?
Yeah, that might take a little longer. I don't know.
Yeah, a couple of years.
Well, I don't know, man. Like end of the year, right? We could reach the 70.
The €70.
Yeah,
maybe.
Like end of the year, maybe. But we have to
spend it all in cocaine and hookers.
Yeah. We start with the cocaine, and then
it's not a long evening then, but with €70 only.
I only need 5 minutes and 1 line. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
Okay, so that's a plan.
your Her series did really good.
Her story, yeah.
Her story, yeah.
I know, it's still like, although many bigger channels have done this Let's Play, like some virtually moments after I uploaded the first video, it's still on place 2 or 3 or something on page 1 search results.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
If you
That's
search
awesome.
for Her Story Let's Play or Let's Play Her Story.
Yeah, it's I don't know if that's luck or not. I mean, I posted that Witcher sex video, right? I don't know, you probably saw it. And it was like, if you look at the search, right, like a lot of people have posted that scene.
Okay.
In the last 2 or 3 months, 2 months, and I posted it, and I'm on the first page now.
Yeah, I think maybe it's because of the growing nature of our channel and also good tagging.
Yeah, it could be good tagging, or I mean, it has like the new status now. I don't know if that's a new thing, because it says like
yeah, I think
like,
that's a big factor.
Yeah. You weren't there, right, when Sunisha released his video that we all watched and commented on?
You mean the 0 episode of the Red King Emperor video game? What is it called?
Dishonored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that video before I went.
Oh yeah, that worked out really well, right? He's on the first page now.
Awesome.
I think he is. Was he Dishonored? What is Dishonored 2, or what is it called? Definite Edition or something?
Yeah, something like that. I'm completely afraid for my life in the video game I'm playing right now, by the way.
Why? What is threatening you?
A tiki statue with big spikes coming out of the side, but I managed to jump around without dying, so... which I didn't think was that easy as it was in the end. Sometimes you stand in before an obstacle in this game, like for good 1.5 minutes, and you think, how could I do that? And nothing really safe comes to mind. And then you try like one thing and it completely goes awry and you kill yourself. Or it goes great perfectly and everything's good. But it's really like, I like this puzzle element to Spelunky, that you really have to think about how you approach every block, like every situation.
Yeah. Yeah, it reminds me of Dark Souls, where you have to approach like every enemy in a certain way.
You can compare it. I think that's actually quite a good comparison.
Oh my god, I've died so many times in that game. It's ridiculous. I thought Mega Man was like the hardest gaming of my life, but this was
but it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Well, yeah, I would be surprised if it was, because honestly, it's I think you're just not the guy who is very good in that maybe, or very practiced in like the 2D side-scrolling platforming genre. Yeah.
I think if I wouldn't be, I think it has a little bit to do with like patience too.
Yes.
Because I think if Dark Souls wouldn't intrigue me so much with the atmosphere and the story, I would have given up on it now.
Okay.
And the setting, right? So it's probably the same with like 2D side scrolls, because I'm just not patient. So if I die a couple of times, I'll just turn off the game.
Yeah. Although, I think maybe I'm not very patient in video games, but I am. These challenges, I gladly like lean into them, and I don't know. I have to feel like they are really, really unfair to give up.
Yeah, maybe it's a little bit like self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Because I mean, I'm going to start with myself. It's like, because I always think, okay, I'm bad at side scrollers, right? So when I start playing a side scroller and stuff is not working out, I'm like, okay, I'm just bad at this game. I'm never going to have fun at it anyway, so I'll just not play it. Yeah, right. If I would probably go there with like a different mindset, it would be different.
I would agree. Yeah, that's probably the case.
Yeah, and with you, it's probably like, well, you have conquered so many side-scrolling challenges that you're probably like, well, I can do this, even if it's like seems hard now. I can still do this because I've done it before, and then you don't give up.
Exactly. And maybe I am a little better just because I practice this game
of course.
more, and that's like the explanation.
Yeah, of course.
Saying I'm better and jumping into the spikes head on.
It's gonna be like the Epic Name Bro guy. In one episode of his Bloodborne series, he was like that there's this point in playing the FromSoft games where you overcome like a certain like skill level, and after that you just know how to play the game.
Yeah.
And I think that's it, right? I mean, it's just a game where you get better when you practice a lot.
Yeah. That's it completely. That's it for most skill-based games. You have to practice and then you get good. I was just. Do you remember Mike Cobb? He's like a guy that makes God Hand videos. A lot of them. Yeah,
the guy who commented a lot. So you commented on his stuff?
Yeah, he didn't comment a lot, but he commented.
A
couple of times. Yeah. He is like God Hand God, honestly, without overblowing the word God. It's like he's one of the best players in the world, probably.
Yeah.
And he said he put something like, I don't remember what his exact words were, but I think he said something like, I put about 500 hours into the game and now I'm that good. So he said the first playthrough was learning to play the game at all, like the playing through the game on normal. And when you're at the end, you're no beginner anymore, and then you need like hundreds and hundreds of hours to really get to know the fighting in detail.
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing with most good skill-based games, that you can learn to really excel in them, and that they have mechanics that reward you for playing good and knowing what you do. And I love these games. Now I think From Software is exactly the same. I don't have the time to put 500 hours into a game, or I would have the time, but then I wouldn't have the time to put that in other games, so I choose not to.
Yeah.
But I love that the games exist that let you just master them and get really good. And anyway, Mike Cobb just started the God Hand Let's Play, actually.
Oh, he hasn't done one yet? Or
no, he didn't. He just did uncommented tutorials and stuff like that. And now his Let's Play isn't actually audio commentary, but writing. You know, he writes everything in titles. But it's I've only seen the first 2 videos, and he's, I don't know, 20, 30 videos in. But the first 2 videos were excellent. So I don't know if anyone is interested in that game, watching maybe one of the best players in the world play that game, you should watch that.
Yeah, it's always like really impressive when somebody has mastered a game.
Yeah, it's really impressive. In that game, especially. I always want to say, for example, when I want to say especially.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That's weird, yeah.
Mix it up in my head. So I have like a few topics. The one thing that I would talk about, but we could do that next time because it's absolutely not a recent game or anything, is Ghost Trick Phantom Detective.
Oh yeah,
because I finished that game.
Oh, you finished it.
Yeah, but we're over an hour in, so I could keep that for next week.
Oh, I don't care. Whatever you want.
Well, I don't know. I can talk about it now.
Okay.
Or do you know how long we've recorded? I think I can't really say because I started the recording so much earlier when we were just talking about private stuff.
Well, I sent you my birth date, which was relatively in the beginning. Right? Remember?
Okay, yeah.
That was exactly 1 hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we're probably at 1 hour and, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe?
I think these podcasts work best when we do not cross like 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Okay, so you want to talk about it next time?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I didn't know if I talked so much about random shit.
No, I like that. Please do that every time.
Okay.
So one thing that is shorter than the ghost trick thing. Someone of our more seasoned viewers has again mistook us two, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was watching for like weeks and months.
Yeah.
That's not the first time that happened.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not the first time it happened. Well, the first time it happened was by some really strange dude.
Oh yeah. We were talking about that in the one episode where we talked about comments.
Yeah. Yeah. That was really funny. Yeah, he was like, "Are you Pred or are you Verani?" Right?
And
yeah,
wasn't
really
it like
funny.
Kellen?
It's Kalen. Yeah.
Kalen,
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah, I love him too. But I was like, I was going through the comments, right? Because he posted the one comment about "Who are you?" Right? Are you Pred or are you Verani? And there was this one guy who posted on one of my Fallout videos, and he was like, "Well, I'm doing a Let's Play of Fallout 2 at the moment, right? You know, why you can like check out my stuff. You know those comments, right?" But it was very sincere. It wasn't like that blunt, bold advertising.
Okay,
so I went on his channel, right? I went on his channel, and he's like on part, I don't know, 60 something, but he hasn't uploaded anything for a while. So I looked at his last video. And who was commenting on that video?
Kalen.
Yes. So
Oh,
I feel a little cheated by Kellen that he's watching other Fallout 2 Let's Plays.
Okay, well, maybe
No,
he's covering all the bases. If one of you like stops uploading, he has another series. No, probably he's just a complete Fallout nut. And
Yeah. Yeah.
but he did watch some of my Max Payne videos.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Yeah, he comments on other videos too. I really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and of course, Explode Pause Move Time. Always thought I was Pred because I think in the first episode of the God Hand Let's Play that he watched, we were both there.
Yeah.
And then from the second episode onwards, I did not introduce myself with the name. And I think once I introduced myself with your name.
Oh, well, it's probably the same in Fallout 2 because we started that as two people.
Oh, yeah.
And then I named the main character Barani, and that comes up in the game all the time.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
People could easily think that I named myself, right, as the main character in the game.
Yeah.
But
I think we should keep that going, like this uncertainty of who we are.
Yeah, I think in the next Fallout video, I'm going to say, "Hi, this is Barani. Welcome to Fallout." Just for fun.
Do that. If nobody notices, then
yeah.
Shame on you, viewers.
But as you said to Explode, what's his name? Explode Pause Move.
Explode Pause Move Time.
Move Time. I mean, like our voices are like really different, right?
I would think so.
I mean, maybe not if you. If you hear like podcasts for the first time and there are people like talking, sometimes especially when there are more than two, right? I get mixed up sometimes.
In the beginning, yeah.
In the beginning, but then like at the second episode or like into the first episode, you know who is.
Exactly. Bees! Fucking bees!
I hate bees.
Oh, I hate them too. I just killed a bunch of them, but not enough.
Can never kill enough bees.
No. Dude, bee season is bad in Germany right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it is, yeah.
We couldn't eat outside without the bee hate.
Yeah.
The bee.
I freak out. I went like I got out the grill, the barbecue thing last week, and went with my girlfriend to the lake, right? And we only had like a chicken breast each or something, like really short. But there were bees there, and I freaked out.
Yeah, the bees killed me, by the way.
Right but now. You're allergic, right? You said you're allergic to bees.
Yeah, I think so. I have to go to a doctor and actually confirm that. Maybe it has changed. I was as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping calm and not moving when bees and wasps are around. But sometimes, they they get their brothers and sisters, and they come like in a group of 5 and just wasp around you in hectic, frantic circles, and they sit on your face and stuff, and then I get nervous.
Yeah, there's actually something really weird because I remember because sometimes you have like a spontaneous allergic reaction to stuff that you're not really allergic to, right?
Yeah.
It's called Nesselfieber. I don't know. You probably know that, right? Mm-hmm. And in English, it's called nettle rash.
Okay.
So maybe, because I heard like when you get stung by a bee and you're like really allergic to bees, you like almost die, right? Because it's like, so maybe as a kid you had like one of those cases.
Yeah, that's possible.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Are there like can you be like mildly allergic to something?
Maybe.
I have no clue.
I don't know. But
yeah, I mean,
I definitely have to really check that out. I actually wanted before the trip last week, but my doctor, that is like two houses from my house, from our apartment, was on vacation also, and another doctor that I just phoned on the Monday, like the day before we started the vacation, didn't have any time also, and then I just gave up. I was too lazy to call another doctor.
Yeah, that can be like really annoying when doctors, because I mean I have one doctor, I don't have much, right? But when I have something, I want to like go there and get it checked out. So I hate it when they're like at a seminar or summer break or something.
I don't trust doctors. Also.
You don't?
I don't like doctors. I think they're doing really important work and stuff, but I don't like being around them. Most of them don't have good bedside manner. Most of them are that I met are very non-friendly and really, what do you call that? Inconsiderate. Mm-hmm. So so I don't like being around them. Also, they always want to make money, so they tell you have to do stuff that you don't necessarily have to do.
Yeah, that's like dentists.
For example, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Dentists are the worst.
Yeah.
And so I hate doctors, and the one that I have here is okay. I don't mind that much going to him, so he's an exception.
Yeah, well, like my doctor, what he does, and that is something I really appreciate, is when he says, okay, you have that and that condition, right? He's not like, okay, you have that and that condition here, take that and that medication, and I'll leave my office. He's like, he explains why he thinks you have that condition, right?
That is good, yeah.
Yeah, that is good, because I don't know, because sometimes you have the feeling that doctors are like half-assed.
Yeah.
They're like, I mean, that's like
overbooked and no time and no energy.
It's probably part of like a diagnosis, right? Because I mean, if I go to the doctor and say I have a heart attack, please help me, he's probably going to look at me. He's going to be like, okay, you're like 31. Chances that you have a heart attack are like really, really slim. You probably have something else. Yeah. And like some doctors just only go by that. They're like, oh, cancer? What are you talking about? You don't have cancer. We are not going to do any tests because you just don't fall in that
you're
category.
Right, yeah, I think you're right.
And I hate that.
They don't take you seriously is what you want to say.
Yeah, that's what I want to say.
And I agree completely. That is my number one thing with doctors. Yeah. That I do not feel like the feeling that I have about my body and how I feel has been taken seriously. They just look at you and see, okay, young guy, it's nothing serious. Yeah. Let's not listen to him.
He wants to work off. He wants like a week off work. Yeah. Yeah, that's why he's here.
Yeah.
That's like the worst.
And the doctor that I visit now regularly, he isn't like that, which is good. Yeah. He actually was concerned about me last time when I went there, and I only go there when I feel really bad, Yeah. I'm not going to a doctor necessarily when I have a little cold.
Yeah, that's like bullshit, and it's really weird because I was talking to Chad about this when we were talking about how many sick days you get in the States, right? And here it's like totally different. But that is something that is totally stupid here, right? Because I mean, when you're sick and you can't go to work, in order for to be paid, and like companies like do this differently. Some are like, okay, you can get paid for 3 days being sick, and afterwards you have to go to a doctor and get one of those you can't work permits or receipts, whatever. But some companies they do that from the first day on, right? So you need like a I can't work permit when the first day you're sick and you can't go to work. And how stupid is that? It's like when you have a cold, right? And it's not just that you don't feel good. It's that because you have a cold, like everybody else in the damn company, you're gonna make sick.
Yeah, that's right.
And I hate that when I'm at university, right, and we have like a seminar or like an exercise, and it's in a tight like classroom, and there are people like having that really rattling deep cough.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, like, get the fuck out of here. You know, I don't want you here. It's just that you're going to make me sick. You're like spewing your saliva everywhere every time you cough. And so that's a system here, I think, that's very stupid.
I agree, yeah. I think you should be able to call off work being sick without having to go to the doctor immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, people are probably going to abuse that.
So that's not a good idea too. Yeah, I don't know.
It's hard.
But I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's why I always say, like, what my doctor does is probably the best, but it's, like, really looked down upon because, as I said before, when I'm sick, I call the doctor's helper, and I'm like, I'm sick, I have a cold, I can't go to work for 3 days. And she's like, okay, I'll get you one of those permits.
And then you can just go there and get it?
And then when I'm healthy again or whatever, I just go there and get it, and I haven't even seen the doctor.
Yeah, that's good. That is good on everyone's time and budget and...
Yeah, because I remember when I was working full time, and I was really like depressed at the end, right before I went back to school, and I kind of abused that system a little bit, right? I was like, okay I'm gonna have a lot of sick days, but then the doctor's helper was like, well, Mr. Pred, like 3 weeks ago you were sick also, maybe you should go see the doctor.
Yeah.
Right. So she has that kind of function of regulating, right? So I can't abuse it, but if I'm sick like once a year or once half a year, you know, I'll get my receipt without seeing the doctor. I think that's a very good mix.
I agree. I think so too.
Yeah.
My doctor probably won't make that. Won't be like that. But you have to know the doctor probably, right? He knew you.
Yeah, he's been my doctor for like 10 years now. So
yeah.
And the funny thing is the doctor's helper, right? She's like a real, like, I don't know how you say that in English. She's like a real dragon.
Oh.
Right? So she's like if you want to have a sick permit, she's gonna look at you funny, and she's gonna be like, well, I don't know, I have to think about that.
Okay.
Call back in an hour. So she's like a real tough mother, and the doctor is the nicest guy ever. When you go to the doctor and you're like, oh, I'm sick, and he's like, well, I can give you a permit for like 2 weeks.
Oh, that's
if you
really
want
funny.
to. Yeah, he's like the nicest guy ever. Somebody like who can't say no, and she's the one that's like the tough person organizing everything.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
That's probably a good working relationship if they complement each other that well.
Yeah. My girlfriend is actually scared of going there
because of the
because it's so funny. You know, it's like, right, I did it in the OMSI bus simulator. It's like really close to where I live.
Okay.
And they have these glass windows in the front, right? So she can see you when you're walking down the street.
Oh, wow.
And going around the corner too. So it's really funny and you can see her too. So you walk around.
But not in OMSI bus simulator, she's not implemented.
No, not yet.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but
that would be great.
In the next
patch mod.
Yeah. Next patch.
she screams something after you.
Yeah, but it's really funny. You go around the corner and you look at her, and she looks at you, and she's like she gets mad already. It's like, why the fuck is he coming here now? So what does he want?
Oh, how funny is that, please?
Yeah, it's really cool.
I like that.
Yeah, and you know what her last name is?
Drachen?
No, it's Thunder.
Honestly, that's very cool.
That's very cool. So I talked like half an hour about my doctor now.
Thunder and lightning.
Yeah.
Thunder is. I'm sure that there's a Final Fantasy character that is called Thunder.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
So maybe it's called after her.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a podcast, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you have anything else?
Well, Sunisha just posted the conclusion of his experiment that he did with the Dishonored video. That's interesting.
Is that something that you want to share here?
Well, I don't know. Yeah. That's. I mean, he does have like it's a really cool experiment, and it does give something really useful for a group. Because I mean, when he posted the video, right, and we all watched. I watched it about like 10 times, I think. Like Shadow watched it, right?
Okay.
Like for the whole evening. And he said that when he posted the video and everybody started watching it, that it gave like a really big push, like at the beginning, and it put him on the first page.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So.
We should maybe do that every time. Maybe if somebody starts a new series, right? Yeah. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to start a new series. Please help me like launch it. Should do that.
Although I don't know if that will work as well with series that already have like already done Let's Plays with big viewer numbers.
Yeah, but I mean, if you could still get up to like the 5th page instead of the 24th, you know, you still have like a big chance that people will. Because I do that all the time. Right? Sometimes I'll land on the 6th page of some. Because you know what I think is really stupid. Like when you put in like Let's Play God Hand, for example. I don't know if, you know, that's just an example.
Yeah.
You get like the first 4 or 5 pages are single videos of a series from like 1 or 2 guys.
Yeah.
I think that should like change.
So somehow. What would you like to see? Just playlists from different channels?
That's what I do. I do the filter and then go to playlists.
I agree that would make way more sense.
At least for Let's Plays.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Because it's probably not that sensical for everything else that is there in terms of content. Yeah. But for Let's Plays, it makes total sense.
Yeah, they should trigger something like that. When you type in the search like Let's Play in the beginning, or at some point that you get the playlists.
Maybe that is somehow included in the new YouTube gaming thing, for example.
Yeah, which we can take part in.
Maybe at some point we can, but now we can't, right? But there's no definitive word that we won't be able to in the future.
No. Do you have YouTube open at the moment?
Yes.
Can you do me a favor and type in Let's Play Fallout 2 without the apostrophe?
Without the apostrophe?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, should I tell you what I find on the first page?
Well, tell me if you find my Let's Play on the first page.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th spot.
Oh, that is pretty amazing.
Playlist.
I was last week. I was on the 2nd page. Not even like. For Fallout 2, yeah, and you know what I did?
No,
if I type in like Let's Play Fallout 2 in the search bar, it gives like recommendations of what people are searching for, right? And on the 3rd spot is Let's Play Fallout 2 Restoration. So I said, okay, I'm using the Restoration project, and I've not included it anywhere on my Let's Play. So I changed all the titles to the title and then to, in brackets, Restoration Project. I did that last week, and now I'm on the first page.
Oh, awesome.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, I can see that, but it's not in the first episode. From the second episode.
Oh, I missed it in the first episode. That is weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But from the second episode on, that's what you did.
Yeah, and I changed the tags too. Well, that is pretty cool.
Hmm.
I have 2 Fallouts now on the first page.
Awesome.
That is pretty epic.
So if you search for Let's Play Fallout.
Oh, you have to do Fallout 1 because you'll get because Fallout 3 is still the most popular one.
Well, but you'll find Let's Play Fallout 1, your Let's Play, what is it called? Playlist, then in the middle of the first page.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Definitely.
Yeah, it reached the playlist reached 20,000 views now. It had like 10,000 in March, end of March.
Awesome.
So I got like 10,000 views in like 3 months or something, 4, 5. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. All the videos are getting more views. It's pretty cool. We're growing.
Yeah, we're growing. The Her Story thing was a huge.
Yeah, that was a huge boost.
Damn it. Yeah. I'm just experimenting in the jungle area with Spelunky right now. But I'm so bad in this area. I'm always dying in there. Anyway, let's finish, shall we?
Yeah, let's finish.
Let's say goodbye.
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 Super hot.
And slow clap to, appreciate our viewers.
Yes. Especially Kalen. Goes on other people's playlists. Fallout 2. Watch that.
I'm going to kill him with my bare hands. I will take him by the throat and rip out his esophagus. Worf.
Yeah, that's what we'll do with Kalen. So Kalen, if you heard this, run for your life! No, we love you, like we said before. Okay, bye.
Peace.